Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to change the upper control arms on my 1999 Ford Ranger two-wheel drive. And I'll show you what to do when we come back. First, I'm going to take the wheel off, but we also need a jack and a jack stand, so I'm going to get that next. All right, first thing we're going to do is loosen the bolts before you jack it. All right, so I've loosened them and I have both tires off the ground. Next thing I'm going to do is put jack stand underneath. All right, let's get the tire the rest of the way off. Okay, as you can see, this ball joint is in bad shape. Probably loose in some way. It looks like I could have greased it. But, all right, so what we have to do, we have to get this bolt loose, we have to get that bolt loose, and we have to get this pinch bolt loose. What you can do to get these little fasteners off is to get something forked in there and pop it backwards. Doesn't work every time, but it works a good amount of the time. All right, careful with these if you want to save them. All right, now it gives us plenty of room where we can see what we're doing with these two bolts. Okay, so the passenger side from AutoZone is going to be this part number. All right, it's also $30 more than the driver's side. As you can see, we have one new control arm. All right, it's going to go on here. What I want to do is kind of test fit it to make sure they didn't accidentally put the four-wheel drive model in here. Looks like it's going to work perfect. We might have to use a hammer to get it in at some point, but I think we're going to be all right. All right, it ships with a protector boot here. Protects the rubber as you install, and that way you can take it off later. Okay. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this pinch bolt off, or get it loose. I'm gonna get these loose. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil here and a little bit of oil here, because these haven't come off in almost 300,000 miles. All right, let's get this thing loose. Oh yeah, it's a 21 millimeter. 21, I'm glad I have one. But I only have one, so I have to use the other one as a... Okay, 13/16 works. 13/16 works. There we go. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not even loose. Or it's not even tight, I meant. Wow. Okay, cool. That's gonna be easy. What about this side? This side's loose also. Okay, cool. Let's just get this one to hold it. There it goes. Once it makes it past the threshold, we got you. And it comes out just like that. The bolt is in a little bolt carrier and it comes right out. But keep tabs of these, don't let these get mixed up. Okay, they wedge themselves in there just right. All right, so I got these two loose. Let's get this one loose. This one looks like about a 15 millimeter. Let's see what it is. This is a 16. 16 is just a hair too big, so yeah, it's a 15. All right. Okay, it's turning at the back, so let's get this one. So 17 and a 15 on this. All right, simple. All right, so let's get this bolt out. It's not having it. So let me get a little hammer. I'm gonna hammer that bolt. Start off easy, go hard if you need to. See, easy. All right, let's see how bad this thing is in there. It's loose. All right, what about these? Keep the pieces together like this. That way you know what orientation they go. Okay. All right. Still in there a little bit. Okay, that's it. It's the old one. And it's probably fairly straightforward putting this new one in. So what I'm gonna do is kind of clean out all the little rocks and stuff. Okay, place this here. Okay, what I want you to do is get this hole lined up with that groove on the bolt. All right. See, there's a little space in between. That little got to go, and it's perfect. If it gives you any kind of trouble where you have to hammer it really hard, then you're doing something wrong. All right, so that locks that in. Okay, now all we got to do is put this in. It's gonna help to have a little pry bar. I know this right now. So let me go grab a little pry bar. It's a little Harbor Freight Tools pry bar, just to get yourself lined up. See that? How easy that is? All right, once you're lined up, you should go right in. Right. Amazing. it's in there. Yeah, we're gonna have to get an alignment after this. Okay, here's this one. Watch that brake line. And there's a little flat spot right here. That's so you can fit it on the bolt the right way. And all we're gonna do is put the bolts back in here. There's a slight adjustment. All right, last bolt is this. Go ahead and lock that one in. Feel sorry for you guys in a northern environment, because this stuff is going to be really rusty. You know what I'm saying? Get on in there. All right, we'll torque that up pretty soon. Cinched it up. Come on off of there. Okay, main important thing also is don't tighten these up all the way until you get the vehicle on the ground. So let me go ahead and loosen that up just a bit. All right, and the reason why is because these bushings right here are gonna want to lock in, and you don't wanna lock them in yet. You wanna have the wheel weight on the ground before you lock them in. All right, but it looks pretty good. I might not need an alignment, but probably have to get one. All right, next step, let's get this tight, and we're gonna put the wheel back on and move to the other side. So while we have the wheel off and everything else, it's a good time to look at the brake wear and everything else. So the brakes need to be changed. They're about 20% remaining on this side. As you can see, the rotor looks pretty good. There's a little bit of grooving in it, but yeah, we got this tight. I'm gonna get these tight as soon as I get it on the ground. All right, let's move to the other side. Do a start pattern. Not too much torque. All we need to do is seat it. We'll get the final torque when we have it completely on the ground. All right, same as last time. We're gonna get these plastic pieces out of here so we can gain access. Ooh, that one wanted to stay in there, didn't it? All right, well, all right, cool. this one's equally bad. All right, see how it's destroyed? So same story as last time. Let's get this loose, let's get that one loose, and that one loose. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on those again like I did last time. I'm gonna see how tight this is. Not too bad. I do need to hold that other bolt. Hard all the way off. I should have oiled that bolt too, huh? And that one was in there, huh? Get it. A little bit of rust going on in there. All right, let's get the other bolts out. It's hard all the way off. All right, let's get this one banged up. It doesn't take much. This is way easy. Just be careful. Just be careful hitting anything else. Yeah. Careful your brake lines. I almost made a boo-boo and hit one. Here's your pry bar. This one's got a little bit of tension underneath it. Oh, that's why. Release the tension, that's how. See, that's how you do it. So this one's gonna be a little trickier to get in, it appears. So since this one's the hardest getting it in, or I'm sorry, out, let's put that one in next. Let's put it in first. All right. Okay, so this driver's side is gonna be CA8450. CA8450 from AutoZone. I don't know of the other brands. I don't know. All I know is AutoZone. All right, let's get this in there as best we can. And you want to line it up as good as possible to go in, but as we saw, it could be a little bit of a coercion getting it in. It's kind of loose. Let's go ahead and snug it down a bit. Alright, we're gonna get it right around there and then we'll loosen it up a little bit. Okay. Alright, now I got the two big ones in. Let's go ahead and get this one in. Careful not to hurt the boot. Ooh. Trying to line it up. Okay, we're gonna smash it with a hammer. until you see the channel line up with the bolt hole. Ah, it's getting close. Getting close. It's there. All right. So let's stab it. There it is. Easy as that. All right, we can go ahead and torque this one because the this one doesn't get affected by the twisting action of the top ones. Nice and tight. Okay, let's get this tire on the ground and then finish it up by torquing these two, or tightening them to where they don't move. All right, so the passenger side was really bad. Hear that? It's not supposed to do that. Okay, so, hear that? So it was making all kinds of noise. The driver's side is better. Okay, so it's not loose, but it's real rough and it's loaded with water, and everything got all the grease went out of it. So that's the state of these things. All right, so I'm about to lower it. I got the jack stands out. Okay, all the way down. All right, now at this point, we are going to tighten. We're going to tighten the control arm bushings. All right, now that it's kind of resting on its the way it's supposed to, I'm going to give it a couple of pumps here just to settle it. All right, then we're going to tighten them. All right, clearance shouldn't be that big of a deal, but look at that. I'm able to get some good pulls on it. I'm watching inside. I'm cinching them up. And nice and tight there. Yep. Okay, nice and tight. About the other side. Nice and tight. All right, that's good. I might not need an alignment. These things only go on one way. There's no real adjustment inside there. But rule of thumb, change anything in your suspension system, you're gonna need an alignment. All right, so while it's here, last thing I'll do, and I won't do the other side on camera. It's hard to see anyway with the sun, the way it's setting. Last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this splash guard in here. Now, you do want to have this in here, and the reason why is you have hot engine components, and if you run over low water crossing, or if you get into a large puddle, this is going to prevent all that water from getting inside and causing damage to any of the exhaust components. It'll reduce a lot of your man, this one right here is hard to do. I should have done them in order, but okay, so yeah, so that's the job. Just do a good cleanup. Don't forget to torque these, the wheel nuts. Google that. It's usually about 75 to 90 foot-pounds. I'm gonna check it out. All right, so the lug nut torque is 85 foot-pounds. So make sure you do it to that, because any more, and it can warp your rotors, and any less, you can have issues with cracked lug studs or wheel studs. So yeah, so hopefully this will help you guys. If you guys need to put a control arm on your truck. So see how easy it was? It only took about 30 minutes, really, and it wasn't really that hard. So we'll see you next time on my channel. I just fix it myself.